Okay, so you've applied for Medina University. What next? You might have some questions. You might be seeing application inquiry statuses which just don't make sense at the moment. And you might be wondering, do I drop out of college? Do I drop out of uni? Do I stop working and just prepare just in case that I do get accepted? Inshallah, we'll be discussing some of these things today. You as an applicant will receive an application number upon finishing your application process. Now, with this number, you can actually check the status of your application by entering into application inquiry. Once you do this, you'll see one of four statuses. Number one is under consideration. This means that your application is still within the beginning stages. There hasn't been any progress with your application and you're still waiting. Number two is promising, but you're not exactly all the way there yet. And this is initially nominated and pending final approval. What does that mean? This means that the university has accepted you, right? They've accepted you, but you're just waiting on the final government sign off. And this can take sometimes maybe 6 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a year, and maybe longer than that. And I know people who've waited multiple years in this situation. So make a lot of dua if you're in this stage and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for you and to complete it and make it successful. And that takes us to the third status, which is the successful one, which is congratulations, you've been granted admission to study at the Islamic University of Medina. And this status, of course, means that your application has fully gone through, you've been accepted, and at this point, you're able to start your visa process in order for you to get over to Medina. And the best thing for you to do in this situation is to find out who the representative or the mandub is from your country and get in contact with him. And inshallah, he should help you and guide you as to what to do next. And the fourth one is rejection, and you'll be clearly notified about this on the status. But don't lose hope, carry on applying and make a lot of dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and understand that it's not the only university in Saudi which offers a scholarship. There are many other universities and that there are many other places as well for you to seek knowledge, for example, Egypt and other than that as well. Allahu a'lam. Moving on to our next point, should I drop out of uni, should I drop out of college or work or anything else that I'm doing and just study and prepare for university? Now, I'll give you an advice that I actually used when I applied. To summarize the piece of advice, I was advised to carry on with normal life until I got accepted. Now, one of the best things you can do is actually start seeking knowledge now as well. But you don't have to drop out of uni or and college or work or anything else. And that was a golden piece of advice, which I really appreciate right now. Also, another good piece of advice is to start now. Start learning, start memorizing, start studying now. Because if you're expecting yourself to turn into some major scholar as soon as you go into Medina or you land and you touch down on Medina, then this is something very far-fetched. Why? Because you're still the same person over there. You're still the same person over there that you were here. So if you're someone who is very lazy and is reluctant to change that, this might be how you are down there. Now, don't get me wrong, you can change, but don't take that risk. It's very difficult in the beginning, especially if you haven't come from that background. So start studying now, set yourself some lesson plans up, find a class in the masjid that you can attend, do these things inshallah and prepare yourself just in case that you do get accepted. Make a lot of dua during this time and I hope these points were beneficial. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.